Thank you so much for joining me today at Everyday Yoga. My name is Christine. My pronouns are she and her, and I am recording this video from the traditional ancestral lands of the Kalapuya Indians today. So we are going to do a chair yoga practice. It's just going to be to kind of open up and get a little bit of space and a little bit of stretching. And then we'll follow it up with a meditation that I really like to help create a sense of peace and maybe even a sense of joy in your life. And I recommend practicing this gratitude practice whenever you have time. It shouldn't take very long. You can do it while you're laying in bed in the morning before you start the day. And it's just a really wonderful way to greet the world. So let's go ahead and find a nice, safe, sturdy, comfortable seat. Make sure that your feet are flat on the floor in front of you, and if you don't like being barefoot, you can be wearing socks or shoes for this practice. And we're just going to come into a nice, tall, beautiful spine. And you can take your mind's eye, kind of your inner awareness, down to your low back, the very base of your spine, that bottommost vertebra, and just encourage some space in between that and the next vertebra and the next and the next, visually, energetically moving up through the back of the body to lengthen the spine, coming all the way up into the neck, tucking the chin, maybe closing the eyes so you can really picture that spine, that nice, strong, beautiful, long spine here. And then we'll roll the shoulders up and back and down, and just really resolve to keep the shoulders away from the ears. That should kind of lift your heart here, even as you tuck that chin just a smidge to continue to keep the neck nice and long. And let those elbows be heavy and anchored down towards the floor. Let your feet be firmly anchored to the floor, and just kind of rock them back and forth a little bit, and maybe come up onto the toes and then on the heels, just switching from back and forth, side to side, and then front to back. And just really notice what you feel underneath your feet. And then once you're done with that, just really press evenly through both feet, finding a nice, firm, even connection underneath the toes, underneath the balls of the feet, underneath the heels, both inside and outside edges. Just nice and firm and attached to the ground in front of you, maybe even visualizing the earth if that feels good in your body. And yes, I used to be one of those people who was like, oh, I don't want to visualize my feet on the earth kind of thing. That sounds a little out there, woo-woo, but it really does feel good, and it really does help to ground yourself. So feeling evenly connected to the floor through the feet, and evenly connected to your chair from your sit bones. And as you press into the hands on your lap, and press into the feet gently and into your seat, lift the crown of your head up towards the sky, and notice how tall you can feel here. And now you've just created all kinds of space for those lungs to expand with every inhale. So just notice that expansion here, and see if it can be a nice even expansion throughout your torso, your belly, your ribs, all the way up into the chest. And then gently soften. Belly button comes towards the spine. Nice big even breath filling up the torso. And exhale, letting everything soften. And just keep your awareness here as you're mind kind of may tend to wander off, and they all do, thinking about what am I going to have for dinner tonight? Oh, this conversation I had yesterday was very difficult. Oh, this conversation I might have to have tomorrow could be challenging, or whatever you may be thinking about. Just bring your attention back to the bottoms of your feet, your palms on your body, your sit bones on your chair, the expansion of the breath, whatever will bring you right here, right now, into this moment and help you feel anchored here. So as we move throughout our practice today, just continue to be right where you are. And we'll go ahead and allow the chin to come down towards the chest. And let's roll the right ear towards the right shoulder. And then let the chin come back down to the chest, and then roll the left ear towards the left shoulder. And you can move with your breath, exhaling chin to chest. Inhaling right ear to right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest, and just keep moving side to side, or you might want to lift the chin and make big circles coming back in the neck a little bit, if that feels good in your neck. If it doesn't feel good in the neck, just keep going from side to side, bringing the chin back down to the chest. And if you're making circles, go ahead and reverse the circles now. Noticing the opening of the throat. Noticing any sounds that your neck might be making. And once we've evened that all out, we'll bring the chin back down to the chest. And the next time you inhale, we'll lift the head back up to the top of the spine. And then we'll inhale, the arms open wide once again. Lift them up into victorious pose. And then we'll bend the right elbow, bringing the palm to the back of the neck. And we'll take the left fingertips to the right elbow. And we'll get a nice little side stretch in the right side. Maybe a little tricep stretch here. Lift that heart, but then kind of hug those ribs in so that you have some support for the spine. One more inhale here, expanding through those ribs. Stay for that exhale. And then we'll release the arms down, and we'll just roll the shoulders up and back and down a couple times. And then we'll inhale, arms open wide. Exhale, crossing the left arm over the heart. Really resolve to bring the shoulders away from the ears here and hug that left arm in, making that space between the shoulder blades. And then we'll bend that left arm, and we'll just find a little self-massage here. Maybe even taking a cleansing breath, inhaling through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, let it go, shoulders drop. Maybe take another big sigh of an exhale right there. And then we'll inhale to open the arms and bring them back up to victorious pose, and exhale, bending the left elbow this time. Using those right fingertips to kind of encourage a stretch in the left side body. Breathing here. Hugging those ribs in. And then we'll inhale to open the arms wide. Look up towards the sky. Bring the hands behind you to interlace the fingers and just kind of draw those shoulder blades towards one another. Maybe look up to open the throat. Next time you exhale, just hinge forward at the hips. Maybe lifting the arms a little farther up. Maybe as you continue to exhale, coming a little bit closer to the tops of the thighs, lifting your interlaced fingers up towards the sky.
One more big inhale wherever you are, and we'll exhale to release the fingers with soft, gentle control. And then roll the spine up one vertebrae at a time. Again, creating that space as you come up. And then we'll inhale the arms up overhead. Interlace the hands behind the back once again, but we'll switch it up this time so the opposite thumb is on top. We'll find that same lifted heart, maybe opening the throat a bit. Inhale here and hinge forward any amount, maybe just a little bit. Maybe as you exhale, you continue to journey a little bit deeper. Maybe raising those fingertips up towards the sky as you bring the belly to the thighs. One more big breath here, and we'll exhale to release the arms and roll up to a tall seat once again. My cat told me she was not messing around where she shouldn't be, but I can see the evidence right there in front of me. Let's go ahead and lift our left knee up and interlace those fingers coming around the front of the knee here. Something must have got tracked onto her little toes, and I can see it on her pillow right in front of me here. Actually, take out that whole part about the cat. That's stupid. Let's see here. And then we'll go ahead and lift the left knee, interlace the fingers around the front of the shin. We'll just point and flex the left toe a little bit. And then we'll circle the ankle in one direction and then the other. And then either holding on to the knee or releasing the knee if you like. We're gonna get a little movement in the hip. So releasing the right hand at least, take that left hand to the knee and open it out to the left side and then hug it in. Inhale to open the leg out to the side. Inhale to hug it in. Maybe remove the left hand and just move the knee. With the hand holding the knee or not, we're going to come back to center and we're just going to rock very gently from side to side, getting a little rotation in that hip joint and a little bit in the knee. And then we'll bring our interlaced fingers underneath the thigh, extend out through that left leg as much as possible. Leg might be straight, leg might be bent, but we're really gonna press into those hands with that hamstring so that we can draw those shoulders away from the ears. And then we'll release, hug that knee in once more, flexing the foot, and then we're going to lay that left ankle on the top of the right thigh. Just opening up the hip here, maybe pressing gently onto that left thigh, maybe even using the heel of the left hand to bring a little massage to the inner thigh, or maybe massaging the shin, or maybe massaging the feet. I particularly like to massage the shin from this position all along that shin bone here, because it's a really hard place to just stretch. So this is a good opportunity to find a little ease there. You might want to massage the feet or the ankles, whatever feels good to you today. We'll bring that thigh back over those left fingertips, and then we'll release it slowly with control back down to the earth. And then we'll hug in the right knee. Might want to switch up the interlacing of the fingers here again, bringing the opposite thumb on top, and we'll point and flex the right foot. And maybe make some circles with the ankle, and then switch the direction of those circles. And then with the right hand around the right knee, release the left hand to the left thigh, and we'll just open and close the right hip. Might even add the movement to the breath, inhaling as the knee comes out to the right. Exhale as it comes back to center. Maybe release the knee and just use the strength of the leg to move back and forth. And with the hand on the knee or with the knee itself, we're just going to rock back and forth in that hip. And then we're going to bring those interlaced fingers under the thigh, press out that through that right ankle, flexing the foot. Bring it back in, and then we'll lay that ankle on the top of the left thigh. Getting our little figure 4 stretch on this side. Maybe finding a little gentle massage. You might even massage the knee. I'm curious. I don't think anybody's ever massaged my knees. I know I'd get crazy ticklish if that were the case. And then we'll interlace the fingers under the thigh once again. Extend out through the leg, release, and set it down. And let's just take a real gentle twist over to the right. You can bring that left hand to the outside of the right thigh, right hand to the right hip or to your chair. If you want to bring the right hand to the right hip, you can find some little massage there too. Maybe getting up on that little shelf of the hip bone. One more inhale here, finding length in the spine. And we'll exhale to twist to the opposite side. Breathing here, finding length with every inhale. Maybe softening into your twist a little bit with every exhale. And then we'll bring the left hand to the left hip if you like, and get that little massage in over here. Maybe using the thumb or the fingertips. And then we'll come all the way back to center here. And we'll just scoot to one corner of the chair, doesn't matter which one. And we'll just take the knees as wide as feels good to you and do a few shoulder dips. So we'll inhale a nice tall spine here, and we'll exhale to dip the right shoulder towards the left knee. Inhale your tall spine. Exhale, left shoulder to the right knee. Back and forth, moving in your time with your breath. Maybe pressing the heels of the hands to the insides of the thighs to kind of open up even a little bit further here. And we'll do one more time to each side. And after we do that, we'll inhale back to center and we'll come back to our nice tall seat. So finding yourself here, we'll come into our very short joy meditation. And when our bodies are feeling joyful and grateful, they also feel calm. And when they feel calm, our nervous system is operating to help us relax and restore and heal and digest and rest and all those wonderful things. So let's just come into a nice tall meditative pose, closing your eyes or taking a soft gaze in front of you. Hands can be resting wherever is comfortable to you. You can bring them to your heart if you like. Prayer position, or you might cover one hand over the chest and then the other on top of the first hand. Or they can simply rest to thighs or knees. And we're just going to bring to mind something that we're grateful for, something that we appreciate. Something small, something everyday that you can always count on, whether that is that first cup of tea in the morning or waking up on your nice soft warm sheets or that hot shower or bath. Maybe the sunrise or the sunset, just something every day that doesn't depend on another person. Something that you're grateful for, that you can count on. Just focus on that thing and just offer it a little silent appreciation for making your life a little better. And then bring to mind a place that you enjoy. Either a place you've been to before, or maybe a place you want to go to and think you'll enjoy. With that anticipation or that knowing of having already been there. Maybe you like to be outdoors and it's a lake or an ocean or a favorite camping spot. Maybe it's Disneyland. Any place that you enjoy, and just bring to mind how you have felt or how you would felt if you were there. And just let that feeling kind of sink in your body along with the gratitude for the simple daily things. And then bring to mind someone or something that you love. Might want to stay away from kids and partners because sometimes those relationships can be a little complicated. Just a simple, unconditional love, like for a furry family member, or a scaly or feathery one, or for a brand new baby grandchild, or for your students at school, or whatever it is, just someone or something that you really love unconditionally. Don't require anything in return. And just let that love fill your body, along with the place that you enjoy and the things that you're grateful for. And just let all those really good, warm, wonderful feelings fill your body, releasing hormones in your body that help you to feel good, releasing serotonin and dopamine and oxytocin, all of those things that are the opposite of adrenaline and cortisol and blood sugar. And just making ourselves come into balance here. So then think of something that makes you laugh. Maybe it's your favorite movie or TV show. Maybe it's that same little grandchild again. Maybe you've got an inside joke with a friend. Or maybe you watch somebody take a funny physical spill that they did not get hurt in. And it was hilarious and it made you laugh. So just think about something that made you laugh and feel that bubble of laughter come up within you. And add that along to all the feelings of gratitude for the things that you're grateful for, and the feelings of enjoyment for the places you like to go, and the feelings of love for the person or thing that you love. Added to that laughter, and just inhale here, bathing your body in those feelings. And as you exhale, just let all those feelings seep into every cell of your body. And then bring to your awareness something that brings you a sense of awe. Something that is inspiring or mind-blowing. Maybe you have a telescope and you are a night sky watcher, or you've seen the aurora borealis, or maybe you love watching the Olympics and these Olympians with their great physical feats, or maybe your favorite sports team won and that feeling of triumph and awe and inspiration, and just let it fill your body up. Add that to the mix of the love and the enjoyment and the gratitude and the laughter, and just let all of those feelings fill you deeply to your bones. Inhale, imagining that as your body expands with the inhalation, all of these good feelings expand. And as you exhale, they all sink ever deeply into your body. Inhale, expanding the feeling along with the lungs. Exhale, settle it in, filling up your body with these wonderful warm feelings. One more time, we'll inhale,
as much of that love and joy and laughter and awe and gratitude and appreciation as you can muster. And as we exhale, let's just let it go. Release it out into the world. Release your hands as if you have them at prayer position or at your heart. And just come back to your normal breath, your regular respiration. And just notice how you feel. Notice if maybe you feel a little different than you did before we began this practice together. And the next time we inhale, let's just open the arms up towards the sky. Bring them alongside the ears. Bring the hands together over the top of the head and down to heart center as you exhale. Once again, bring to mind all of those good feelings. Let those feelings permeate your body. And as you leave your practice today, resolve to keep them with you for as long as you can. And whenever you need a little bit of that love and joy and gratitude, come back to this practice. You can't do it too much, I don't think. The light within me honors the light within you. Namaste.